This is a beautiful building, but it's not the original building. The original building was built in 1897, and it was this very large wooden structure. And when we go to the museum, you'll be able to see some of those pictures. That original building was in place till 1919. This building has been here since 1921. This location started as an orphanage. At times, the amount of children over years, sometimes there were more than 100 kids here. The average over the time that it was an orphanage would be anywhere between 30 and 40 kids, both boys and girls, starting from a very young age up until 17. As we move down the hallway, on this side of the wing we actually do counseling, and there's some counseling rooms. Here's some staff areas where we have a meeting. We have 3 full-time nurses, psychiatrists, we have counselors. In this area alone, we probably have more than 150 employees. But overall, we have over 200 employees because we have offices in Campbell and in Salinas, so there's three offices. This is the main campus. We get a lot of support from the community, both in volunteers and in funds that help us with the services that we provide to children. Because often the kids that come in here that stay with us for quite a while, sometimes what they bring is only a trash bag full of their clothes. That's all they have when they get here. So to really welcome them and make them feel comfortable, because the kids will be here for anywhere between 10 to 11 months, is we welcome them with a beautiful blanket sewn by these little ladies. And they donate blankets to us every once in a while, quilts and blankets. We just save them for the kids. For the little ones, we give little teddy bears. We see that we have a residence program. We have about 20 kids stay here full-time, 24 hours, 7 days a week. But in actuality, because of the different programs that we provide and who we work with in the community, with the schools and other healthcare providers, we actually service, Rebekah's Children's Services, actually service nearly 2,000 children and their families a year. A big part of that services is through our prevention and education, where we work with the schools and with other community providers, healthcare providers, in sharing information about healthy parenting, healthy eating, and other areas. What we believe is when you share that information about healthy behavior at a younger age, right, then you don't see the prevalence at an older age. That's why we work with the schools, with young people in the schools. And sharing with you, we are a nonprofit agency governed by a board of directors. This is their boardroom when they come from all over the state to come and guide the operations and growth of Rebekah's Children's Services. And so, but it also serves as a museum too, and I wanted to share that with you. This is actually the original sign that used to be out of the first building. This is a photo of the original wood structure of their first orphans' home. You can see it was still a very large structure back then. For example, here are some of the other children's homes that were across the country, built about the same time that this home was built. The interesting thing now is, at one time, there was a children's home in every state of the country. Now there's only one, and that's this one. We're the last one. Now the way we were able to continue our work here is because when, the whole movement of orphanages changed in the 1950s, with the state taking over and different departments for children's welfare. So we were able to change with that. You can see here's an illustration of the grounds that shares how much there were orchards surrounding this area. This is a photo of some of the old original orphanage. The history includes they used to have you know, basketball teams and football teams, baseball teams. Several of the young people, the kids who were raised here, actually became veterans. They actually joined the service. Several were World War II veterans, Korean veterans. One of them was a Marine who actually received the Navy Cross, which is the country's second highest award for valor, only below the Congressional Medal of Honor. Since the very beginning, the children here were very much part of the community. They weren't just isolated here. The community knew this as the children's home, but they also knew that the children were part of their volleyball team, their band, all of that. We still get really a tremendous amount of support from the Odd Fellows and Rebekahs. I share with them. I go all over the state doing presentations, right? But what I do share is, yes, it's wonderful to get that big gift every once in a while, because we do. But it's those regular small gifts that we get every month. You know, a check from Fresno Odd Fellow for $50, or from Sacramento for $100, or from San Diego every month. And sometimes when I'm visiting the Odd Fellows, the lodges, they're almost apologetic for not giving enough. And I share with them, don't worry, because many small gifts equal one big gift. What we'll see here is we have some portable buildings here, and that is because we have a fully accredited non-public school for the kids who stay here. Those who can't, who are staying here for a length of time and cannot participate in a regular classroom. Then we have residence programs where actually the kids stay, and that's where I shared with you that they actually have little areas to eat and the kitchens that serve food there, and that's where they actually stay. So this is an area, it's kind of a recreation gathering area. This here is actually a replica of a tower that was here when the original old building was here. That includes an athletic area. Kids actually do play soccer and baseball and do some outdoor activities. Of the children that are here, we have about 19 California counties represented in the kids that come here. Kids come here from as far down as San Diego to north to Sacramento to the Central Valley. So it's not just local kids that are here. We get them because of the quality of services that we offer. And when the word gets out, especially now that we're starting new programs, that brings in more kids who can benefit from the services that we offer. And overall, people are amazed that this place is here, because they don't realize that it's here. Except for if you're from Gilroy, it's a children's home, right? But we're kind of like Gilroy's best kept secret.